Welcome back. We are listening to Miley Cyrus, Something Beautifully, and we are pleasantly surprised. It's a good album. It goes a little bit downhill in the second half, so watch out for the first half of the review, which is a bit darker. We're on track 8, Golden Burning Sun, which I don't know why it's not called Surrender, because it should be, because that's what it says all the way through. This is what I thought the best album would sound, sorry, the best track on the album would sound like, but it ends up being probably one of the worst. It's pleasant, if a little bit ploddy, country pop. Yeah, starts off to a more sort of glamorous second half, and I much prefer the first half of moody stuff. But, alright, 7 out of 10. Track 9, Walk of Fame, featuring Brittany Howard. Jimmy Somerville gets a mention again. I don't know if it's a sample of him. It sounds so similar. It could be a Bronx Skibby single at the beginning. It's a good thing. Gets your shoulders going. It's a nice sort of, again, Kylie disco number. Got the Pet Shop Boys about it, which is always a good thing to say. Lovely hook, lovely verse, a little bit ruined by a too pop chorus for me. We can forgive her that though, she's a pop star after all. So verse 10 out of 10, chorus 8 out of 10. Let's call it 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Track 10, Pretend You're God, not a highlight for me. Trying to go down a sort of massive attack route, I think, but falls well short. Yeah, don't feel it. It doesn't feel real for some reason. It feels like it's pushing a little bit too hard, a little bit lazy. Decent guitar solo, good production as you would expect, but overall, meh, 5 out of 10. Track 11, Every Girl You've Ever Loved, with Niomi Campbell, another high energy disco stomper to keep that dance floor interested. If there's a genre not on this album, I can't think of it. Bolivian nose flute music maybe, but yeah, great song, great hook. I think probably my favourite of the poppier ones. She sounds more like Madonna than I've ever noticed before. All in all, really good stuff, 8 out of 10. Penultimate track, track 12, Reborn, staying on the dance floor but going down a, I don't know, I guess a slightly darker experimental route, or at least thinking it is. Sounds the most dated on the album, doesn't really work, all a bit messy, I'm not sure what it wants to be. Not a single I would have thought, and one that will get easily forgotten, a little bit long at 5:42, a little bit Eurovision, 6 out of 10. And the 13th and final track, Give Me Love, a big Jim Steinman finish, which is nice enough. You know, not what I hoped from after what was such an outstanding start, but I guess she couldn't be that sort of dark and broody all the way through. But yeah, more familiar dull territory, 6 out of 10. But overall, what a lovely surprise this album was. More than I hoped for in my wildest dreams. There are moments that are up there with quality to anything I listen to, from, you know, deepest, darkest, wherever it may be. You know, there's an indie feel to it. It's not always predictable. It is sometimes predictable, but not always, which is more than I could have hoped for. You know, she's got it in her to do something really powerful and classic, I think. Do something with Arca or whatever. But, yeah, I'll consider myself half a fan now. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. I'm going to stick out with the 8 out of 10. But, you know, if you like your pop a little bit left to centre, this is perfect.